Dopest RENegades was good, man. Was good. We got another one, man. Bittersweet Symphony comes from the group The Verve. Track came out in like the 90s, like the late 90s or something like that. Man, it's a very popular song and everything. If you guys haven't heard it, you guys are gonna remember it when you start hearing the beat play and everything. I did not know REN came through and laid down a verse on this, man. I can't wait to hear it and everything. He even says it in his description. He said he was like, no copyright infringement intended. Track is not for monetary purposes, simply honoring songs I love. You gotta love him for that, man. I like Ren's take on a lot of these songs. He puts his own little spin on it, and it comes out well every single time. But yeah, I hope you guys been good. Hope you guys enjoyed your New Year's. This is our first Ren reaction for 2026. We did our first stream on Sunday for 2026. It was lit. I had a really good time. But enough of all that. Let's get right into Bittersweet Symphony, man. Love you guys. Appreciate all the love from the Dopest RENegades. We're going into 2026 with a vengeance. Let's get it.
I've got dirt on my Reeboks from staying up all night. Spent my last £10 on this pack of Marlboro Lights. I phoned up Stevie, I said, G, you alright? He said, it's 6 in the morning, brother, get some shut-eye. I feel a sense of well-being this time in the morning. Wear my heart out of my hoodie while the city is snoring. Drunks falling off the sidewalks get issued a warning. Distant sirens, they crescendo like a symphony calling. This is the Britain I know, this is the Britain I love. There's poetry inside this city if you listen enough. Working class casualties out on the street sleep rough, while a mother with her baby takes her pram to the pub. And while she's knocking them down, the cost of living goes up. I can't relate to politicians with their head in the mud. I resonate with messy Fridays with the boy smoking bud. We do our bit to numb the struggle, as below so above, and as above so below. Here in the city we glow. I blow a smoke ring up to heaven and it makes a halo. And then the clock strikes 7, guess it's time to head home. My companion is the city, so I'm never alone. I'm stepping in and out of gaps of the pavement cracks, and if I go to sleep now, that's an anticlimax. People rise for work and the sun mirrors that. A perfect juxtaposition for those out on the lash. Bear with me, it's beautiful, I think it's irrefutable. There's beauty in the contradicting Britain, indisputable. Junkie in the cubicle, that old spoon is usable. His mother's in a black suit, crying at a funeral. 9 to 5 crucible, this route is not commutable. A kid falls off the tracks and then he serves a scratch at juvenile. Libby's at the Dolies, but her disposition's humorful, while Davy's at the bookies and his mates call him delusional. Britain, drink it down and moan about the weather when the sun starts shining. Feel the factor 10 tremor. Boys, we'll be in it together until the fists start flying like they're Conor McGregor, and then he's out. I think he took it too far. I think the boy saw red. I think he hit him too hard. Now he's face down on the pavement with the face full of tar. Mad how small altercations can define who we are. That's my cue. I guess it's time to head home. It's bittersweet how my high found its way to below. And I've said it once before, as above so below. Living on the streets of Britain, you just go with the flow. But I'm done, I'm out for the night. As the sun paints the pavements, I'll turn out the light. White noise on the radio to quiet my mind. Always was an overthinker, just the way I'm designed. Britain, drink it down and moan about the weather. When it's all said and done, we'll be in it all together. Boys, we'll be like you forever. It's a bittersweet symphony, we're birds of a feather.
Drops mic, drops mic. Yo, I had no clue he came in on this beat, man. This joint right here is dope. Oh, let me take a drink. Hold on. Shit, my bad, y'all. All right, so this one right here is dope, man. You gotta love the visuals though. When Ren's walking around like his city and everything, just like the way you see like mixed looks from people. I'll be paying attention to all that stuff, right? When Ren's walking around, I'm looking at people that are looking at Ren like, oh, it's just Ren. And then like when the homies started scrapping and everything, I saw the people getting the groceries out the car and they kind of looked. And then after that, they didn't care no more. They're like, what's going on? Oh, that's Ren just filming. You know what time it is. And then he's walking down the street and all that stuff. It was dope. And then the way he embodied the beat, and of course he put his own spin on it and everything, it was dope, man. I like it. I just didn't know that this one existed. You guys probably told me about it earlier, but man, we had so much stuff we had to go through. It was ridiculous, man. And I believe we done all of demos 1 and demos 2. You know what I'm saying? So we've been covering a lot of his work and everything. So I believe we had to get this one up here. But you already know, man. Go ahead and lace up your shoes and everything, man. We about to get right into it. Lace up what he got on Reeboks right now. He got on some Reeboks. Well, Reebok Classics. He got some of those on. Them joints is beat too, man. Ren be doing a lot of walking, man. But yo, let's go ahead and get right into it. I appreciate all love and support. And let's go ahead and get in this lyrical breakdown, man. Lighting up the bogey. Was that a 100? Is he smoking hundreds?
I've got
Like a straight boss, man. I've got dirt on my Reeboks from staying up all night. Spent my last 10 pounds on this pack of Marlboro Lights. And what's wild, man, when you look at him in this video, he looks tired, man. He really looks tired in this video. And when this joint dropped 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? What's the date? Y'all know I got to find the official date. The official date is February 2nd, 2023, man. So we're coming up, yeah. We're coming up on almost 3 years. That's wild, man. 2026 got here quick as hell. But yeah, he looks tired and everything, but he still looks full of joy. He's walking around the city and everything. I like how he talks about the sun and everything, how it beams on him, and like, you know, how his city is like he feels comfortable in his city. But he says, I got dirt on my Reeboks from staying up all night. Spent my last 10 pounds on this pack of Marlboro Lights. I phoned up Stevie, said, G, you all right? He said, it's 6 in the morning, brother. Get some shut-eye. You know what I'm saying? So here we are. It looks early. It looks early outside right now, man. It just does. Because you don't see that many cars and everything. It looks like it might be on a Saturday or something like that. Who knows? I know y'all know. Let me know in the comments. And he's like, I feel a sense of well-being this time in the morning. Wear my heart out on my hoodie while the city is snoring. I love that right there, man. It's just like, y'all ever, man, that ever happened to y'all before, man? Like getting up really, really early and you go outside and it's like a breath of fresh air. It's really hard to explain. As I'm getting older, I'm starting to like go to bed earlier and wake up earlier. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole going to bed late and then waking up late, that don't even sound sexy to me no more. You know what I'm saying? Like it's something that's like, damn, man, you wake up and it's like, damn, it's 11:30, 12 o'clock. Yo, it's about to be lunchtime. And I just woke up because I decided I wanted to go to bed like 2 in the morning. And it's like, damn, man, like you miss like the majority of the day, you know, early bird gets the worm type deal, you know. So I notice when I get up early, I get a lot more things accomplished. I feel like my brain is sharper and everything. Then I go to bed. It's like, it's just, I don't know, like your circadian rhythm and everything. Everything just falls into place the right way. So I feel this 1,000% the type of state of mind he's in right now.
dirt on my Reeboks from staying up all night. Spend my last 10 pounds on this pack of Marlboro Lights. I phoned up Stevie, I said, G, you alright? He said, it's 6 in the morning, brother, get some shut-eye. I feel a sense of well-being this time in the morning. Wear my heart out of my hoodie while the city is snoring.
I love that right there. And then the way he's like looking at everybody, then you got old girl, she was like stumbling into the street. And then there's like, I love how you hear like the symphony, like it's coming in like real slow. So he's like, wear my heart out of my hoodie while the city is snoring. Drunks falling off the sidewalks get issued a warning. Distant sirens, they crescendo like a symphony calling. That right there is dope, man. Just like, you know, the perception right there, man. You know what I mean? Like the perception is just amazing. Like you hear all that, and that's the way that you analyze it in your brain. He's like, this is Britain. I know this is Britain. I love. That's poetry inside the city if you listen enough. Working class casualties out in the streets sleep rough, while a mother with her baby takes her pram to the pub, and while she's knocking them down, the cost of living goes up. You know what I'm saying? So even though she's working hard, the cost of living goes up. That's what we're dealing with right now. And we look at just like y'all already know, like with the dollar, you know, they're printing more dollars and everything. What, like 13.5 billion US dollars are out now circulating. So you know that makes the value of the dollar go down. So of course, like it's inflation and everything. Um, so that's why he's saying while she's knocking them down, the cost of living goes up. I can't relate to politicians with their head in the mud. I resonate with messy Fridays with boys smoking bud. You know what I'm saying? I can't resonate with people like politicians doing dirty stuff that don't even care about what's going on outside. He's like, I'm outside. I'm watching everything. I get along with what's going on around me. I understand more of what's going on than they do, you know? So Ren always talks about how he hates like politicians and greed and all that stuff. So speak on it. You already know.
Drunks falling off the sidewalks get issued a warning. Distant sirens, they crescendo like a symphony call. This is the Britain I know. This is the Britain I love. There's poetry inside the city if you listen enough. Working class casualties out on the street sleep rough, while a mother with her baby takes her pram to the pub. And while she's knocking them down, the cost of living goes up. I can't relate to politicians with their head in the mud. Resonate with messy Fridays with the boy smoking bud. We do our bit to numb the struggle, as below so above. And
As below so above. I love that right there. Hold on, let's go back to this right now. Hold on. My bad, y'all, lost my place. So like when he's like, and while she's knocking it down, the cost of living goes up. I can't relate to politicians with their head in the mud. I resonate with messy Fridays with the boys smoking bud. We do our bit to numb down the struggle, as below so above. As above so below. Here in the city we glow. I like the way he puts his his rhymes together when it comes to that right there. So you know, as for above, y'all know that, man. It's hard for me to explain that, but y'all know what he means by that when he says as below, so above. Like you know how they relate to each other and they correlate. Um, we do our bit. We do our bit to numb the struggle. So my bad, y'all. I'm fucking up. We do our bit to numb the struggle as below so above and above so below. Here in the city we glow. I blow a smoke ring up to the heavens and make it a halo. Y'all ever smoke like y'all ever blew like the O's, like with smoke and everything? That right there, man, it took a while. When I did that, I feel like I was the coolest dude on earth when I did that. So like you blowing the rings. And then the clock strikes 7. Guess it's time to head home. My companion is the city, so I'm never alone. That right there is wow, man, because you live in the city and the companion is your city, so you're never alone. You know what I'm saying? The only time you feel alone is when you leave the city. Ah, man. I'm stepping in and out of gaps of the pavement cracks. And if I go to sleep now, that's an anticlimax. That right there is hard too. People rise for work, and the sun mirrors that a perfect juxtaposition for those out in the lash. Bear with me, it's beautiful. I think it's irrefutable. There's beauty in a contradicting Britain. Indisputable. Lines, 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 man.
Below so above, and as above so below. Here in the city we glow. I blow a smoke ring up to heaven and it makes a halo. And then the clock strikes 7, guess it's time to head home. My companion is the city, so I'm never alone. I'm stepping in and out of gaps of the pavement cracks. And if I go to sleep now, that's an anticlimax. People rise for work and the sun mirrors that. A perfect juxtaposition for those out on the lash. Bear with me, it's beautiful, I think it's irrefutable. There's beauty in a contradicting Britain, indisputable.
Hard, man. Junkie in a cubicle. That old spoon is usable. Is he talking about heroin? Hmm. Junkie in a cubicle. That old spoon is usable because you know with the spoon, you bend the spoon, you smoke the joint. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? We talking about crack, cocaine, heroin, something like that. You know what I mean? I think that's what he's talking about, man. So he's like, there's beauty. There's beauty in the contradicting Britain, indisputable. Junkie in a cubicle. That old spoon is usable. His mother's in a black suit crying at a funeral. So obviously, it sounds like the junkie, you know what I'm saying, died from crack overdose or what have you. And the mom's crying in a black suit at the funeral. 9 to 5 crucible. This route is not commutable. You know what I'm saying? So this route you're taking, you can't go down it. You don't want to. A kid falls off the tracks and then he serves a stretch in juvenile. That right there is crazy right there, man. So is that like a play on words right there? This means that some kids fall into the wrong crowd, and instead of getting the help they need, they get sent to juvenile detention, obviously. So we know juvenile detention is pretty much that's jail for like, younger people and everything. Depending on what country you're in and what state you're in, sometimes like 17, they consider you as an adult. Sometimes they consider 18. Sometimes you could be 16, get charged as an adult. You don't even go to juvie, you know what I'm saying? You go straight to like where the grown men are. It's wild, man. It's wicked out here. But he's like the kids fall off the tracks, and then he serves a stretch in juvenile. So he serves a sentence of juvenile for falling off the tracks, which is pretty much going off the wrong road. I get it, all right, man. Y'all know we be doing stuff on the fly here, man. He's like Libby's at the dollies, but her dispositions are humorful, while Davy's at the bookies, and his mates call him delusional. That right there, that's interesting. So in the state of benefit office, Social Security Unemployment Agency. So that's what the Dollies is. Y'all let me know in the comments. And then but her disposition is humorful. Libby has to get her money from benefits, universal credit, but she's funny. Okay. I'm learning a lot right now, man. He's just throwing a lot of slang out here. Like I said, even from living over there, man, this right here is like different. Davy gambles and gets called delusional by his friends. So y'all break that down to me right there, man. I might be overthinking it and everything, but he's like, so pretty much let's go ahead and get into it. He's like, Libby's at the dollies, but her disposition's humorful, while Davy's at the bookies and his mates call him delusional. Let's hear Ren say it.
Donkey in the cubicle, that old spoon is usable. His mother's in the black suit, crying at a funeral. 9 to 5 crucible, this route is not commutable. A kid falls off the tracks and then he serves a scratch at juvenile. Libby's at the dollies, but her disposition's humorful, while Davy's at the bookies and his mates call him delusional.
Okay. So he's like, I'm gonna like y'all break that down for me, man. I don't even get that when I'm trying to understand it, but I know it's a lot of slang going on. You know what I'm saying? So y'all break it down in American English for me. You know what I'm saying? Like Yeah. He's like, Britain, drink it down and moan about the weather. When the sun starts shining, feel the factor 10 tremor. Boys will be boys, will be in it together until the fists flying like they're Conor McGregor. You know, boys will be boys, will be in it forever. You know, the fist flying like we already know Conor McGregor, the UFC fighter, and everything. He's saying like boys will fight like Conor McGregor. That's what we do as like men, as boys, like we fight. That's the way like we're wired and everything. You know, your name is all you got. Throwing hands by the bathroom. It's funny, I never told nobody I started rapping. Remember when they used to call us African booty scratchers? Like that, that's some J. Cole right there for y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't, you know, you had to fight anybody that called you a lame back in the day, man. It's like your name was all you had, throwing hands by the bathroom. You know, so that right there, that reminded me of that line right there. Y'all know how I be, man. Them references. So he's like, boys will be boys, will be in it together until the fists start flying like they're Conor McGregor. And then he's out. I think he took it too far. I think the boys saw red. I think he hit him too hard. Now his face is on the pavement with a face full of tar. You know what I'm saying? So then it's like, it gets to the point when it comes to fights, man. Like, I know with me growing up, I seen a lot of fights growing up and everything. Been around a lot of that shit. So it's like, it's just, you feel, especially when it's something stupid, right? Like you just feel empathy for people because I've been around like people fighting and everything, and like dude get knocked out and like he sleep, and then they're still like, if you see somebody getting punched in the face while they're already knocked out, it's real gruesome. Like I've seen people like they'll be laying on the ground. I watch their nose get broken from getting punched, or I watch like you know the blood just squirt out like fucking Kool-Aid while they getting punched in the mouth while they laying on the ground. You know what I'm saying? The person's not fighting anymore. Then we gotta pull people off and all that stuff. But it's like when people see red, like what he's talking about, they don't see none of that. Depending on how the person disrespected or depending on what the fight's about, you know what I'm saying? People fight about a lot of serious shit and people fight about a lot of bullshit. You know what I mean? So me, I was the type when I got into fights, it's just when I did what I did, I was done. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really want to do anything else. After I proved myself, I didn't, there's no point in when you fall on the ground and like you're done, I'm just stumping you out and everything. It's just like, it's almost like me growing up after I put my hands on you. This is young low right here, y'all. This isn't mature low. Like when I get my hands on you and like my hands connect with you, I'm at peace now. I know it sounds crazy, but like I'm good because I'm getting this fair room with you. I'm in a good space. I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? Especially if I had to chase you for like 2 summers. If that person's watching this, they know what they're talking about. But good times. If I got to chase you for 2 summers and I finally get you, you know what I'm saying? I'm excited now. But yeah, let's get back to what Red's talking about, y'all. My bad, I kind of went off subject there.
Britain, drink it down and moan about the weather when the sun starts shining. Feel the factor 10 tremor. Boys will be in it together until the fists start flying like they're Conor McGregor, and then he's out. I think he took it too far. I think the boy saw red. I think he hit him too hard. Now he's face down on the pavement with the.
See now this right here, man. Look at this right here. This is what I'm talking about. You see the couple right here, the couple with the dog. Like all this is going on. Their back is turned, but then they're like, hold on, wait. See, look, you see him right here too. You see that while he's looking at him. They're both looking this way. Dog minding his business though, but you got them. They're looking down over at Ren, and Ren's just in his own zone.
Red, I think he hit him too hard. Now he's face down.
Then they start walking away. Like it looked like he's kind of smiling too.
On the pavement with the face full of tar. Mad how small altercations can define who we are. That's my.
Wow, man. Mad how small altercations can define who we are. That right there is crazy, man. Like everybody makes mistakes. Mad how small altercations can define who we are. That's my cue. I guess it's time to head home. It's bittersweet how I found this way to be low. And I've said it once before, as above, so below. Living on the streets of Britain, you just gotta go with the flow. So that right there, man, it's like when things happen, you just gotta know when to get up out of there. You know what I mean? Like it's just certain things. Like he gotta go. Like he want to help him and everything, but it's like, yo, it's time for me to go and everything. So he left homie on the ground. Wonder when he got up.
And who we are, that's my cue. I guess it's time to head home. It's bittersweet how my high found its way to below. And I've said it once before, as above, so below. Living on the streets of Britain, you just go with the flow.
Mm-hmm. So he's like, then he's like, but I'm done. I'm out for the night. As the sun paints the pavement, I'll turn out to the light. White noise on the radio to quiet my mind. Always was an overthinker, just the way I'm designed. Britain drunk it down and moan about the weather. When it's all said and done, we'll be in it all together. Boys will be boys, will be like it forever. It's a bittersweet symphony when birds of a feather. That right there is crazy. We're birds of a feather, so pretty much we flock together. So yeah, Ren did this thing. I love the closing up here too, man. The closure was dope.
But I'm done. I'm out for the night. As the sun paints the pavements, I'll turn out the light. White noise on the radio to quiet my mind. Always was an overthinker, just the way I'm designed. Britain. Drink it down and moan about the weather. When it's all said and done, we'll be in it all together. Boys will be boys, we'll be like it forever. It's a bittersweet symphony with birds of a feather.
Man, he did his thing up here, man. Y'all wanna know what's crazy too? Like these right here, like these little mailboxes right here, back in the day when we was over there, like the mailbox slides, dog. Like we used to get, we still got our dog too. We got like a Yorkie over there back when we was over there in 2011. Yeah, she an old lady now, y'all. She's still out here kicking. She can't really hear, but she's out here. So our dog, like when we had first got her, we got her in England. We didn't really think about it, right? Because that's how the mail slots are. They drop the mail in your door and everything, and we started getting all these letters and we're like, yo, what are these? They kind of mixed in with the mail, so we didn't really notice them. Pretty much our dog was like biting fingers, you know what I'm saying? And I guess it's a common thing out there, and you can actually get in trouble for it, you know what I'm saying, for the dog biting. I don't know like what the actual charge is or whatever the ticket is or however they do it, but yeah, they'll stick their finger through here to drop the mail, and then the dogs will sit there and wait. So then one day when we found out about it, I was home from work one day, and I tested the theory. I heard the mailman outside, and I just watched my dog. My dog went right over there, like she heard the mailman. She sat there, and I just see her tail wagging. And then he's over there like getting out, and I just went over there and grabbed her and everything. When I grabbed her, she started barking and stuff, because it's like they get real quiet. You can't even hear them. You know what I'm saying? It's like the dog knows that they're there, so the dog's not gonna bark. And that's what the mail guy was saying. Because I ended up talking to one of our mail guys. And he said, "Yeah, he's like they don't say anything. He's like they don't bark or nothing. He's like they just hear us and they wait." You know, so he's like, that's why what I do is I open it up and I push the mail in with my finger in the back like that. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, you know, sometimes when people put it in the mailbox, their hand in there, the dog bites them. And then I guess my dog, like, he had like made his like finger bleed or something like that. Man, I felt bad. I didn't even think about it. I didn't even register, man. But yeah, it just made me think about that with Ren over here squatting right next to that. You know, salute to Ren, man. He did his thing up here. It was dope, man. We had a good time. Bittersweet Symphony. The Verve, man. He cooked, man. Happy to see you guys as always. Look out for more reactions and everything. I can't wait for Vincent's Tale and all that other stuff he got going on. I know Ren is out here cooking, man. I can't wait to get to it with y'all, man. Protect your peace with your peace. Stay away from negativity and naysayers. I love you guys. I'll holler at y'all on the next one. Y'all be safe and y'all be easy out there. All right? Peace.